Kobe, I think it could be. You know, it really could be because he is a terrific player. Kobe can play, defensive back or wide receiver for us and walk in the door. He might have to play both early on, to be honest with you, to see what his most natural fit is, and to see where he can maybe immediately help us. We used to do that back in the day when we had a bunch of two-a-days and all that, like kind of rotate athletes like that until you figure out what's best for them, and we really may have to do that with him. It gets hard because you want to learn, and you got a guy like that that's so explosive that can come in and help you somewhere, but he truly can play either side. But, Grant Bingham, a guy from right here in Kentucky, Paintsville, big physical guy, highly recruited, 4-star guy. Terrific players, going to help us. Barryon Brown, as high as a 5-star with certain people, extremely explosive. Hopefully he comes in and helps us right away. Tomiwa, as I mentioned, #1 player in Delaware, great defensive lineman, impact player. Alex Safari, we had people going to extreme lengths right down to the wire to try to get him away from us. And Alex has been committed to us for some time. He's a DB, a big corner that can also be very versatile, playing that medium position that we know is so important for us, and could play safety. He's a guy that's a 5-position player in my eyes. Just a terrific football player. Kobe, we just mentioned, one of the best athletes we've recruited. Could play multiple positions. Jordan Anthony is one of the fastest players in the country. He's #2 in the 100-meter. He told me he's going to get sub 10. I'm like, oh, okay, that's like ridiculous. But he's he can absolutely fly. He's a burner that we needed. Tyrese Fearby out of Pittsburgh, great outside linebacker. That length that we were talking about that we needed. Zay Frazier, big time length, 6'3". Corner, junior college player, one of the top junior college players in the country that we needed. I wanted that size at corner. Nick Hall, we needed him, and obviously with his mom and dad playing at Kentucky, mom running track and dad playing football, a legacy recruit that was extremely important to us. Great player, terrific family, so we're excited about him. Quintel Jones, defensive lineman out of Peach County, a guy that, our coaches worked extremely hard late in the process, and we were able to secure him, which we needed. Josh Caddis, the terrific tight end out of Moeller. Keep that tradition going out of Ohio, and the great Moeller players, and terrific tight end. Dane, I already mentioned Dane. He's a guy that I would expect to come in and play, just because he has the size, he has that ability to make competitive catches, and the great length that he has, but he's also very sudden. Another legacy, and a great player there in Dane. Taishan Manning. Taishan is a big physical guy, a transfer from Auburn. There's a guy that you talked about immediate help. We wouldn't recruit him if we didn't think he could come in and help us. Big, strong guy that's proven to play successfully in this league. Elijah Reed, a great length, another corner. He's a guy that played wide receiver, and during the COVID year was a wide out, switched to corner, and he had that length that we were talking about. And so he really is a late bloomer and a guy we're very excited about. Tavion, again, a proven player that we needed, that experience at that position to come in and help us. Terrific player. Jackson Smith, great field goal kicker from right here in Danville. Tough kid, plays on a terrific football team, terrific program, as we all know. Not only a kicker, but plays defense for him, so love that attitude from him. Andre Stewart's been committed to us for a while. Really big corner out of Atlanta that we needed, and excited about him. Destin Wade, quarterback, but a terrific player. Him and his brother Keaton, 2 terrific players out of Tennessee. Took their team to the state championship game. Top players in Tennessee, terrific people, great leaders. Going to be unbelievable fits for us. Dion Walker, as I mentioned, was a big get. Coach Wolford did a terrific job going into Detroit and keeping that streak alive and continuing to recruit and beat some terrific teams on him. And we felt good, but never really secure. It was a battle all the way to the end, and Coach Wolf did a phenomenal job with him, along with Barry on. We all know the big dog, which he's actually sick. I ran the big dog so hard he's sick, so I don't know if he's going to get with you guys tonight or not today, but I don't think he will. But he's, Vince always does a terrific job, but Wolfie landed some big-time players as well. And then Brandon White, another slot receiver out of Moeller that can just flat out run. Terrific football player, but unbelievable speed that we're looking for. So if you look at the wide receiver position alone, you got experience, you got dynamic speed, you got height, and you got some playmakers. So and then you got a guy like Barry on, who's the complete package that we needed. So a lot of good football players. As I mentioned, we hit a lot of different states. I think right now, to this point, we got 4 out of Kentucky, 3 out of Ohio, 3 out of Georgia, 3 out of Tennessee. That's our kind of our main bread and butter. And then we got a lot of one-offs and guys, going to different parts of the country and landed some terrific football players. We are happy to welcome Keontae, the big fella, into our organization officially. As I talked with Keontae last night, I said, welcome to the program. However, it feels like you've been a part of it for nearly a year now or more. We've recruited and known Keontae, since he was in 8th grade. I want to say 8th grade or 9th grade, or that transition between 8th and 9th. So we've known him for a long time, built strong relationships with him and the people close to him, and a terrific young man, unbelievable football player. It's very rare to see a human being move at that size. He is unbelievably athletic for his size. He can move his feet, he can bend, he can do a lot of things, and that's rare for somebody so large. We talked about it, length and size matters, being physical at the line of scrimmage. And so, that's a big get for us just with the size alone. If you see him and Dion next to each other, there was a picture at the All-Star game with him and Dion next to each other. Those are 2 large human beings, and on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And so those are 2 good anchors.